Hey, it's Thomas here, and today we're going to be diving into the brand new Reef Brite X Series LED hybrid kits. I've actually been running a quad kit on my reef tank right behind me there for a couple of months now, and I've been really impressed with what these XHO based hybrid kits can do. They are most certainly capable of replacing T5 hybrid fixtures and provide an absolute ton of color pop. I'll also share some part numbers with you so you can see how well the X Series performed in our testing when paired with a primary LED light. So let's get into it. There are several different ways to approach supplemental fill light for our reef tanks. One way is to use many smaller LED fixtures spread out over the entire aquarium, but that tends to get pretty spendy, especially when we're using flagship LED fixtures. Another way is using T5 hybrid fixtures, harnessing that super diffused and even spread of T5 light to even out the coverage over the entire tank and reduce any shadowing. But T5 lights require bulb replacements, they don't have the same color pop as LEDs do, and the fixtures themselves don't exactly play nice with common LED mounting arms, and instead require a hanging kit that attaches to your ceiling or wall hangers. On the other hand, Reef Brite's X Series takes it to a whole other level, using 2 or 4 of their phenomenal XHO light strips to provide a beautiful even blanket of fill light across your entire aquarium. They are surprisingly lightweight, they're dimmable, and have a great spectrum for coral growth and color pop. Plus, their reflectors' optical properties are unmatched when it comes to achieving a super wide and even spread of light from an LED bar at real-world mounting heights. Plus, they are intentionally designed to play perfectly with your current LED fixtures' mounting hardware, whether it be mounting arms, rails, or a hanging kit. They also give you their own hanging kit in the box just in case you need it. And speaking of the box, when you open it up, you'll find the XHO actinic LED strips, the inline dimmers, the end plates, the LED brackets, the hardware kit, the wire hanging kit for X Series models, as well as the power supply and instructions. Like I mentioned earlier, you can get the X Series kits in either a dual or quad XHO configuration, and they're available in 24-inch, 36-inch, and 48-inch lengths, as well as a compact X360 version to add a dual kit to your Kessel A360X light. Based on our previous tests, a single XHO strip outperforms a single T5 bulb when it comes to spread and part output, meaning you can expect the dual and quad X Series to perform as well or better in those areas than a 2 or 4 bulb T5 fixture. Plus, you know, all the color pop. And you can actually dim them with or without 0 to 10 volt, but I'll touch more on that in just a bit. The X Series are designed to be directly compatible with the most popular LED lights out there, like Radion XR15 and XR30 fixtures, AI Prime and Hydra fixtures, and Kessel's line of LED fixtures, along with their respective mounting options, which is phenomenal. For example, I've got a pair of XR15 G5 Pros here on an Ecotech rail system, and my 24-inch X Series fits right in. Depending on the length of the X Series kits, you'll get enough light brackets to fit between 1 or 2 fully supported rectangular pendants like Radions or Hydras, or between 2 to 4 puck-style lights like Kessel A360X lights or AI Primes. Reef Brite has also done the homework for you and provides a selection of screws and hardware along with detailed instructions on which you need to use depending on what LED light fixtures and mounting solution you're going to be using with your X Series hybrid kit. The XHO's actinic spectrum is one of, if not the most impressive when it comes to achieving color pop in corals, and has been an absolute favorite add-on for T5 and metal halide users for many, many years now, helping to achieve that crazy coral fluorescence LEDs are known for that is traditionally missing from those other light sources. The wide blue band it produces stretches from around the 420 nanometer mark up to 500 nanometers and provides lots of usable light for corals and other light-loving organisms to utilize for photosynthesis. To evenly distribute all of those lovely photons, the XHOs spread out the LEDs along a large single reflector that optimizes the spread and sends the light into the tank at varying angles, reducing shadowing while creating a subtle but noticeable shimmer. The reflector design is really the key to what makes the XHO strips so good at what they do, and allows you to mount the fixtures at the same heights as our primary LED fixtures without adding hotspots, and instead smoothing out the entire light field in the tank very similarly to how T5 fixtures do. And again, comparing a single T5 to a single XHO strip, it's easy to see how similar they really are, and that the XHO fixtures actually provide just a bit better spread with a slight lift in par over the T5s. But where it really starts to become super obvious is when you look at how they improve the spread of a primary LED light source like this A360X over a 60-gallon cube. You can see by itself, the A360X has a pretty wide circular spread that falls a tad short of making those SPS numbers across the entire tank, but toss on even the dual X series, and right away, even at 6 inches under the water, you can see a huge improvement on spread from side to side and front to back that really shows off what those XHO reflectors are capable of. When you bump it up to the quad X series, you get a huge improvement top to bottom of the tank with SPS appropriate par numbers in just shy of 80% of the entire tank, which is excellent. And that is with the Kessel set to BRS recommended settings and turned down to 85% intensity, which really showcases just how much light the X series are providing. The Quad X series also has an extra trick up its sleeve with the ability to tilt or angle the 2 outermost strips so that you can customize the distribution of the light to better suit your aquascape, or perhaps create higher par areas as well as lower par areas if your goal is a mixed reef, while still having that fill light that will prevent shadowing between your SPS colonies. And like I was alluding to earlier, you can also control the intensity of your X series fixture with the included inline dimmers. The simple inline dimmers are going to allow you to adjust the intensity of the XHO strips in 6 stages, or just turn them off completely. The intensity setting that you set on that little inline dimmer is going to be stored, so you can easily put your X series on a timer, and when they turn back on, they will stay at your desired intensity setting. The dual fixtures have a single inline dimmer to control both of the fixtures, while the quads have 2, so you can control each pair of XHO strips individually. If you'd rather have your third-party aquarium controller like an Apex do all of that dimming for you, they are also compatible with Reef Brite's LED control interfaces, as well as the Reef Brite Bluetooth interface for app control. So if you're ready to ditch the bulb swaps, get all the color pop, and add some phenomenal fill light to your LED setup, you can go ahead and pick up an X series fixture for yourself by clicking right here.